When it comes to Apple, they're always trying to make the biggest and best technology to suit both their own products and the products they feel could change the game, like the iPod or the iPhone. They have been making computer for decades and have worked hard on those as well. But now, a new piece of technology has come out that might just put their computer models on a truly next-gen level. And it has all to do with a brand new CPU that might just be a giant leap for computer kind. Allow us to show you an inside look at the fastest CPU made by Apple. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 7. The Apple M1 chip. So let's get right into it, shall we? What is it that Apple has claimed to make that is setting the computer world on fire? That would be the Apple M1 chip. Here's how Apple defines it. Our first chip designed specifically for Mac. It delivers incredible performance, custom technologies, and revolutionary power efficiency. And it was designed from the very start to work with the most advanced desktop operating systems in the world, Mac OS Big Sur. With a giant leap in performance per watt, every Mac with M1 is transformed into a completely different class of product. This isn't an upgrade, it's a breakthrough. That's a big claim, and you know that Apple wouldn't make that claim if they didn't believe in it. But they had more to say on it, including why it was indeed so special a chip. Until now, a Mac needed multiple chips to deliver all of its features, including the processor, I/O, security, and memory. With M1, these technologies are combined into a single system on a chip, SoC, delivering a new level of integration for more simplicity, more efficiency, and amazing performance. And with incredibly small transistors measured at an atomic scale, M1 is remarkably complex, packing the largest number of transistors we've ever put into a single chip. It's also the first personal computer chip built using industry-leading 5nm process technology. And they weren't kidding when they said this thing was incredibly complex. This thing has 16 billion transistors in it. Yeah, that's a lot in a small chip. And this is just the start of what it can do. Number 6. The memory. There are many aspects to computers that need improving and finessing as technology evolves, and the memory power of the computer is an example of that. And the M1 chip is aiming to not just improve memory, but improve how it's used. M1 also features our Unified Memory Architecture, or UMA. M1 unifies its high bandwidth, low latency memory into a single pool with a custom package. As a result, all of the technologies in the SoC can access the same data without copying it between multiple pools of memory. This dramatically improves performance and power efficiency. Video apps are snappier, games are richer and more detailed, image processing is lightning fast, and your entire system is more responsive. That's something a lot of people will appreciate, especially since you hear about how people are constantly trying to outfit their gaming computers to be as peak in terms of performance as possible. So with this chip, Apple now has a major leg up and now will likely welcome gamers to try out their new computers that feature this chip so they can get the best video gaming experience. Number 5. CPU performance. Now it's one thing to say you're the most powerful CPU ever and all that, but what is power if you don't have performance? You can handle big things but can't get them done quickly or overload things as you do them. What's the point? Apple knew that when they made their M1 chip. The 8-core CPU in M1 is by far the highest performance CPU we've ever built, designed to crush tasks using the least amount of power. M1 features 2 types of cores, high performance and high efficiency. So from editing family photos to exporting iMovie videos for the web to manage huge raw libraries in Lightroom to checking your email, M1 blazes right through it all without blazing through battery life. M1 features 4 performance cores, each designed to run a single task as efficiently as possible while maximizing performance. Our high-performance core is the world's fastest CPU core when it comes to low-power silicon. And because M1 has 4 of them, multi-threaded workloads take a huge leap in performance as well. M1 has 4 efficiency cores to handle lighter workloads. They use 1/10 of the power while still delivering outstanding performance. These E-cores are the most efficient place to run lightweight tasks, allowing the performance cores to be used for your most demanding workflows. Number 4. The graphical power. We've already shown you tidbits of how the graphical power of the chip is impressive, but Apple had a lot more to say about it. Typically, PCs have to use a discrete chip to get graphics performance, which consumes a lot of power, but M1 is different. Its integrated graphics brings the best of both worlds, a huge increase in graphics performance together with low power consumption. The results of high thorough analysis of Mac applications, the GPU in M1 is the most advanced graphics processor we've ever built. With up to 8 GPU cores, M1 is capable of executing nearly 25,000 threads at a time. From teraflops to texture bandwidth, to fill rate, to power efficiency, this GPU is in a class of its own and brings the world's fastest integrated graphics in a personal computer, which again is something that gamers will love, but not just them. Think about people who watch videos on their computers or those who do things like video editing and such. They'll be able to see all the tiniest details to allow them to go and do what they want and know that they have the best look no matter what, which Apple is no doubt banking on as their computers are known to be friendly to content creators. Number 3. Machine learning. But it's not just the power and the graphical ability of the Apple M1 chip that you should be interested in. It's the ability the chip has to learn and perform even better. M1 features our latest neural engine, executing a massive 11 trillion operations per second. In fact, with a powerful 8-core GPU, machine learning accelerators, and the neural engine, the entire M1 chip is designed to excel at machine learning. Final Cut Pro can intelligently frame a clip in a fraction of the time. Pixel Magic Pro can magically increase sharpness and detail at incredible speeds. And every app with ML-powered features benefits from performance never before seen on Mac. You may not think about this kind of thing when you buy a Mac, but when you start tinkering away on your programs, yeah, you're going to feel it, no doubt. And you're going to be glad that this chip is in your computer as you continue to make things in record time and without much redoing because of technical issues. Number 2. Battery life. Yep, this is something every laptop person knows. When it comes to battery life on laptops and Macs, they aren't always the best, and when you're working on it a lot, you don't want to go and charge it up every 30 minutes or hour. Thankfully, with this new chip, you apparently won't have to worry about that. M1 extends battery life even while bringing a massive increase in performance. But the chip itself is only part of this incredible power efficiency story. Mac OS Big Sur features advanced power management that intelligently allocates tasks between the M1 performance and efficiency cores, automatically optimizing for lightweight tasks like reading a note or performance-intensive tasks like playing the latest game. The result is the best battery life ever on Mac. That's a big claim. But again, Apple wouldn't make it if they couldn't back it up, and that all but guarantees that consumers will buy these new models because they will want excellent battery life on their laptops. Number 1. What the M1 chip means overall. We've thrown a lot of technical jargon on you with this video, so you might be asking yourself what this product means overall. Is this truly something revolutionary that can change how Mac performs? The answer to that is an absolute yes. This chip is the end-all be-all, for now, when it comes to CPUs. Apple really outdid themselves with this one, because they looked at it from every angle and did their best to make sure it could do everything you would expect. Whether it's from just having a more powerful CPU, to having the ability to process data faster, to dealing with graphics and making sure they pop, and of course, maintaining the best battery life ever for a Mac. Apple loves to boast, it's true, but in this case, they made something that no one can deny is really good, and that's saying something. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at the new CPU that has been made by Apple? Do you understand why they claim it to be a giant leap for computers? Do you think you'll want to try out an Apple computer with the CPU in it? Or do you think you'll stick with the computer you have now? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.